Hello, this is Steve, Dichroic Glassman on YouTube. Well, getting into the final stages of finishing off this panel, the Flower of Life. I put my zinc on the edge and I sanded it down so it's nice and smooth. A lot of people don't do that. They leave these solder balls on there in globs. It's very distracting. Not to mention, if you ever frame a panel, of course you're not going to frame the round one easily. It's doable, but for instance, if you're going to frame a panel, you're going to want, such as this stained glass framing that I designed to myself, then you're going to want your piece to be able to slide on there easily. This wouldn't fit on there very easily because this frame has been splayed. Well, that's what happens when you turn a radius on this stuff, that it's made it just a little bit wider. That's not a problem here. It's slightly splayed, but that's not a problem because I'm going to attach my decorative lead to this edge. So it's no matter, as they would say. As you can see how my decorative lead is going to go on this edge. But the way that you do that is with a drill and one of these sanding disc attachments. You get the sandpaper, as you can see how it fits on. This is the last job on this disc. You want to be really careful and hold it at a slight angle. You don't want to scratch your glass and scuff your glass and take excuse me, all that work just to skin up a bevel or your glass. So you want to take care and just use it on the edge like this. You want to be really good. I've done over 1,000 windows with this method, so I'm pretty adept to using it to achieve what I'm looking to do and smooth out my edges, like you see right here. Cleans them up really well, and then you're not distracted by seeing all those solder blobs. It's really important, like I said, especially if you want to install a window and you want your molding to fit really tight up against the window, you don't want a solder blob sticking out as well. So it's really important. What's really pretty about this window is it's the most dichroic elements I've ever thrown in one single window. Tomorrow I'll be cleaning it up. It's too late here at night, so tomorrow I'll be cleaning it up outside, and you'll be able to see this with the sun coming through it. But there's 90 petals. Excuse me. These are all bevel dine B9s. They're about $3 each. So you figure 90, I might as well say 100. There's $300 just in the bevels alone. Not without these guys, these faceted jewels. Then I've turned them all into dichroic. The jewels and all the bevels. So there's 96 components, dichroic components in this window. You might as well say 100. I used RBA in here. It's going to be really pretty. RBA is Rainbow A. And it comes in, and this is cyan dark red. So it's going to be really elegant. The rest of this I used Rainbow 2. And then for the outside ring, I used blue gold. So it's going to be a consistent frequency of light for the outside. And then right around this I used cyan. So it should be really interesting to hold this up in the light tomorrow. Every mathematical equation known to man is contained somehow within this granddaddy of all, called the Flower of Life. If you Google Flower of Life, there's 2 books by Melchizedek, and I've got both of the books about sacred geometry. It's quite fascinating. It dates all the way back about 6,000 years, I believe, on an Egyptian pyramid. So this is old stuff here. Every mathematical equation known to mankind is contained somehow within this pattern. Multiplying, adding, dividing, subtracting, what have you. I've never really looked at the mathematical aspects of it. I just find the pattern quite interesting. I've got the pendant that I wear, sterling silver as jewelry, and it's a mystical one, so it's very pretty, very unique. I've done this before, and I did it as the seed of life. I've never done this big one before. This is my first as far as this big. So the fruit of life, or the seed of, I think it's called the fruit of life, had 24 petals. So this one's got almost, well, a little bit more than 3 times the amount. So this one's very big. Very expensive to make. Like I said, it's got a lot of, trying to find my pattern. I'll have it on the next video. Sorry about that. Straying off camera. So next video, you'll see this, all my lead will be attached. I'll be soldering it about every 2-inch increments. And it's going to take more than one piece, because the circumference here, the diameter is 33" alone, so the circumference is going to be quite large. It's going to take almost, well, the lead comes in 6-foot pieces, so it's going to take 2 anyway. Not completely. There'll be some scraps left over. So next job is to attach my lead to the edge, and then I'm going to put my hangers on it. And I'm going to be using some very heavy-duty hanger material, brass, copper, or brass wire or copper wire, and I'll be attaching it within my design, overlapping this for support. It'll be a heavy panel because these bevels pretty much represent, it's a heavy panel because of a tremendous amount of solder, and also each bevel is not only dichro, but it's beveled. So it's as though this window weighs half again more than it would have normally. And with a lot of bevels are thicker glass, 3/16. That's thicker than the standard 1/8 inch, like in here, this English muffle. This is a pretty thick glass made by Vasa, and it's called Thin Reed. This is a really pretty purple, 2 colors of purple glue chip. So it's going to look quite elegant, I think. We shall see. So, thanks for watching the videos as always. Bye-bye.